Hi Foundry family, Jack Lockerbie here. I am the Director of Discipleship and Youth here at Foundry, and I wanted just to take time to shoot a quick video and look at what it really means to be a disciple of Christ. We are all stuck at home unless you're an essential worker. If you are, God bless you. If you are in the medical field, I really hope that you are doing well, and thank you for what you're doing for us. But since we are at home, since a lot of us do have time to just kind of kick around and maybe learn that guitar like I'm trying to do right now, I wanted to capitalize on this and say, okay, let's take a deeper look at what we can do in our personal lives to be a disciple of Christ. So one of the first things I wanted to talk about is this question that's just kind of been following me around for a long time. So 6 years ago, I decided to try and lose a lot of weight. Still haven't gotten that six-pack yet, but I've been in the fitness world for a long time, and it's always kind of fascinated me how much fitness and Christianity go hand in hand. The analogies there are just phenomenal. Even if you look at Paul, he references running a marathon, running the race, running for the distance and training. So I wanted to look at that. Let's take a look at what it means as a Christian to be training. And the question that I came up with, which might surprise you, is what makes a CrossFitter? So thinking about that, I have a lot of friends. I am one of them. I will wear the gym clothes, but let's be honest, before the coronavirus, I hadn't set foot in a gym in a couple of months. Like if I go to the store and I get food, it's going to be a couple of frozen pizzas, and I don't necessarily have the diet to get into the shape I want or to gain the muscles that I want. So I am definitely, in that sense, not a CrossFitter because I don't go to the gym. The other thing is, like, I go to the gym sometimes, but if I'm being honest, my heart's not in it. I'll go in, I'll kind of do some workouts, but I really never push myself. I never try and get that last rep in. I never try and go beyond what I can currently do now, and I just kind of settle for less. And then I see those guys in the gym that, I mean, they might be loud, they might be kind of obnoxious, but I mean, they are pushing some weight around. And there's always that part of me that's like, man, I kind of want to be a little bit closer to them. And so the answer to that question, in short, is what makes a CrossFitter is it's not someone like me who just wears the clothes and goes to the gym on occasion. It's the people that wake up at 5:30 in the morning and they go and they do the workout. They go and they live the lifestyle. And CrossFit has always fascinated me because the workouts aren't fun. They are not pleasant. It's not like you're going in and just pushing weight. You're also having to do cardio. You're doing burpees and kip pull-ups and you're running. And it is miserable, and they somehow get people coming back. In Scripture it says, for some this is the smell of life, but for others it's the smell of death. CrossFit is the smell of death for me, but I know if I actually go in there and I keep doing it, it's going to become the smell of life. I will start feeling better about myself and about the world around me. I know I'll have a community of people that will help push me farther than I've ever could go on my own. And there is so much just involved in that analogy, in that mindset of CrossFit, that I think, honestly, as Christians, we could take a page from their book. I think that's originally what Christ was doing, was creating this encouraging environment that would allow us to go beyond what we thought, to be able to lean on other people, to know that we don't have to do this by ourselves. So what makes a CrossFitter? It's that person that goes in and does the workout. So the next question to that then is, well, what makes a Christian? And, there's a lot in working out. You have to have a good diet. You have to have good workout programs. And really, you have to have a buddy to be able to go the distance. And so I think that is what makes a Christian. It is someone that is able to sit down and really do the workouts. And in this video series, that's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at our diet. We're going to look at what workouts we need to be doing. We're going to look at how to get a buddy and how to walk through discipleship with somebody. And then at the very end of it, how are we going to go out and share this? How are we going to go out and make disciples? The joke goes, a vegan and a CrossFitter walk into a bar. I know this because they told everybody within 10 minutes. I have really bad dad jokes, I'm sorry. But as Christians, we need to be those kind of people that, like, people just know. I mean, right? And the thing about it is if we're really diving into this, if we're really those CrossFit people, because let's face it, there are posers out there. Let's be the kind of Christians that other people want to be like. Let's be the kind of Christians, just by the sheer amount of love that we have for Jesus, that makes people want to be posers, that they want a slice of what we have. But also let us be the kind of people that say, no, you can have this too. So I'm super excited. I'm super excited to just like diving into scripture with y'all, diving into these principles that I've learned over the past 6 years of my life. And just to break it down real quick, I have 3 rules for following Christ. The first is love God above all things. And to love God is to have a relationship. It's an active thing. It's not an emotional thing. It is a choice that we have to make every day. And so I believe that means prayer. That means we are intimate in communication with the living God. I believe that means that we have to feed ourselves. That's our diet. That's scripture that we are pouring into ourselves every day. And I also believe that means having to deny ourselves. So we'll be talking about fasting under that first principle. The second one is to love others as He has loved us. And so that is Christian community. So we'll be looking at what it means to live in Christian community, what it means to have accountability, and what it means also to go out and reach out to people in need, taking care of the poor and the sick and the homeless. And then lastly, we will be diving into how to make a disciple, how to share the love of Christ with somebody that wants to grow in their faith. And this is a principle that we can cycle through many times in our lives. So I'm excited. I'm pumped up just to be able to do this with y'all, and I'm humble that y'all would even watch this video. God bless.